Ah, some buffaloes. I've got Duggar boys up ahead here. There's one or two little nice water sort of muddy pans here. Chiller pan just up ahead, other little small ones. Perfect place for buffalo to spend the afternoon and relax. Let's get a bit closer to them. Good afternoon stations, small group of Duggar boys at Chiller Pan. These guys just enjoying the mud. Look at this guy on the left hand side because he just came out of the mud fresh now. You can see his belly still nice and moist, nice and wet. Sometimes if you get it just right, like we're looking at it now, you see that sort of shimmer on him. Almost makes it look like he's covered in bronze or some kind of ancient metal. A couple of really big guys here. Look at the bull. Oh, now he's turning away. See the one at the back there, Alex? Second from the right. He's missing his left horn. There we go. This guy is blocking our view, but we'll have another look at him just now. That's old One Horn. He's one of our characters out here now. I know sometimes there's maybe confusion over how many there are. There might be one or two bulls in the area with one horns, or with only one horn. But this guy, when we see him just now, I'll show you one or two characteristics again. This guy just testing the breeze. Also a big bull this. It's interesting how the different groups of Duggar boys, you almost get to know them in the sense of certain characteristics. And that does change. Tomorrow there might be two more bulls in this group, or three of these might have left to another area. Obviously you have these guys with their specific features, like One Horn, they're turning away from us again, but also you tend to find this specific group we're looking at now, or these bulls, when we see them, they're all very big, very bulky, but none of them have got incredibly big horns. Thick bosses, very sturdy horns. But then you look at some of the other herds again, you get bulls with really wide spreading horns, showing you how just even within the local buffalo population there's genetic differences that even as a human we can pick up. We'll go a little bit forward, get a bit closer to them. Moving off a bit, but just look at this guy far left here. He's just very classic sort of low-felt summer. Big buffalo, lots of lush grass. This really is such an incredible habitat for wildlife. Rainfall is just at such a amount that you get good habitat, good food, lots of grass, lots of trees, but not so that it gets too wet and things like parasites and so on become a problem. So it really is one of the ultimate habitats and environments. Kruger National Park, Sabi Sands, here Djuma, for big animals to thrive in. That's why we see so many varieties of animals, and of course Big Five, plentiful around here. See this guy, just look at his nostrils as well. You see him just sniffing every now and again, trying to pick up our scent. Looks like he's recently maybe had a bit of a fight. Look at his nose. See, he's got a bit of a pink sort of flash across the middle of it. I guess maybe he rubbed it really hard into the sand or the dirt. It's not normally a permanent mark like that, but you do get it sometimes if they've grazed the nose. A couple of the other bulls coming out as well, if you look at that. See, they've now decided we're not bothering them. As we move the car, only one or two trotted off, but it's now they're realizing we're just looking at them as well. I'm sure they're going to do some more grazing, maybe some more mud wallowing as well as the afternoon wanes away. This guy is sporting the latest buffalo thorn earring. It's quite the thing out here between the buffalo at the moment. You get this quite often with bulls because they stick their heads into bushes and brush the horns up against tree bark and so on. They often get little twigs and leaves stuck behind the ears. I think we're going to move on a bit. We might actually come past here in a little while. The routes I want to take up towards Treehouse Dam, Tundam, and then maybe we come through this area again. Just have one last look at one horn. It's just turned this way. First of all, the thing to realize about this guy is it's his right horn that's still remaining. And his left horn, if you look carefully at how it's sort of broken down, a little bit down the flank of the horn if you want. So he's got a bit of a shield on the side of the head as well. And now walking, of course, he's turning again. But also in his left ear, when you can see his left ear on the sort of bottom left-hand side of it, it's got a little nick out of it. So there's some other details on him as well that we can remember. Otherwise, his right horn is very, very healthy. Nice and big, nice and shiny. You can see he's still looking after it, still cleaning it, still doing all the normal things buffalo do. So from the right-hand side, he's got a perfect adult male buffalo profile, and from the left, he's just got a little, what bikers call a piss pot helmet, just that little cup helmet. You see that little nick in the left ear, bottom left. A couple of oxpeckers on him, getting rid of ticks and fleas. And a lazy, perfect afternoon to be a buffalo in the wild. I'm sure they're going to take it easy. Do some eating, do some wallowing, maybe have a drink later.